Good morning and welcome to Financial Friday, your end of week financial update from your credit union. Hello there. I am Crystal Parker, Financial Education and Community Outreach Ambassador for the Credit Union, and it is great to be with you today. This week, we're talking about the magic of the credit union. All month long, we have had conversations about how to raise financially responsible young people. And last night, we even had a webinar to dig deeper into this topic. In these short end of week updates, we're not able to cover all of it, but during our seminar, we were able to dig in more. But one thing we did not cover, because this doesn't apply to just children and teenagers, is the magic of the credit union. Credit unions are what we call financial cooperatives. This is what makes us different than a bank. We are guided by 7 cooperative principles. And the neat thing, at least to me as a financial educator, is that we're not the only type of organization guided by these cooperative principles. Other types of organizations, there can be farm cooperatives that are guided by these things as well. And if you dig around, I bet you can find some other businesses that maybe are near and dear to your heart that are cooperative, just like your credit union. Now, for us as a credit union, let's dig in a little bit more into these 7 cooperative principles. The first is that it's voluntary membership. You don't have to be a member of a credit union, but why wouldn't you be a member of a credit union? For credit unions, we each have different fields of membership, things that make it possible for you to join. For us, if you live, work, worship, or go to school in the greater Richmond area, you're eligible for membership. But for other credit unions, their field of membership might be different. So if you thought that there were other reasons that you needed to be able to join, all you need to do is live, work, worship, or go to school in the greater Richmond area. The second cooperative principle is democratic and member control. And the timing of this Financial Friday seems pretty fitting because next week is our annual meeting. Most years, this would be an in-person event that would have a little more celebration and pizzazz. But this year, due to the current COVID-19 situation, this will be a business meeting only. But it's important to note that credit unions are owned by their members who have an account with us, that they, as members of the credit union, elect those who serve on the board and represent them in making decisions on how the credit union's going to do things. The next thing that makes a credit union different in the third principle is the member economic participation. We'll get messages from members wanting to understand that $5 that's held in their savings account, that's your member share. I like to think of that as the heart of your membership. It's what makes it so that you're contributing something to the credit union. It's your share. It's your piece of the credit union that you own. Everybody, regardless of their financial situation, contributes the same amount. We all equally have a share in the credit union. Even the youngest members equally have a share in the credit union as much as the older members. The next piece is autonomy and independence. Each credit union is separate and on its own. We may work together on things, but each credit union is autonomous and independent from the others. And I'm going to skip ahead to one of the other principles to talk about it next, and that's the cooperation among cooperatives. This, to me, is one of the things that makes credit unions really special, is that we like to work together. A few years ago, credit unions across the state of Virginia saw a need for young people to have a way to learn about credit. I mentioned this before in a previous Financial Friday, but we created a game called Score so that it has a lesson with it to help introduce and reinforce what students have been learning about credit. And then it's a game they can play to have real life scenarios. We created this game together. To have done the work on our own would have been really challenging, but together we were able to put together a really great resource because we worked together. This isn't the first thing credit unions have created together, and it most certainly will not be the last. But that cooperation and working together is really special. The next thing, and this ties into this video today, is education, training, and information. For credit unions, education is really important. We believe in educating our members and our staff so that we can be stronger and better together. And the final principle is a concern for the community. We think about what we're doing and how we can make a better impact, a bigger impact on our community. It's not a matter of just having a credit union, to have a place to safely store your money, to have a place where you can get really great loans at great rates. But we also think about our community and what can we do to make it better. Over the course of our history, we've done a variety of things to support our community and will continue to do those things. And I didn't mention it, but this is something that gets brought up frequently about credit unions, is our not-for-profit orientation. We're not a nonprofit per se, but our focus is a not-for-profit orientation. And this means that we have a focus on giving back the profit that we make. We do this through lower interest rates on loans. We do this through higher rates on dividends, and then finding ways to give back to the community, such as through financial education. So that is the magic of the credit union. That is what makes us who we are. And I hope you'll know that by banking with the credit union, that you are making a choice to be with someone who thinks a little bit different and has a deep commitment to the member owners who are part of our membership. So if you are a member of the credit union, thank you for being a member owner. And if you're not, why aren't you? Come in and see us soon and become one of the member owners of the credit union. Have a great day, everybody.